Just days before the presidential inauguration, Alex Jones is warning President Donald Trump not to default on this one promise, or everything he said during his campaign will be for nothing. Thank you so much for joining me. Alex Jones says he wants to see President Donald Trump do 100 things on day one, but the real litmus test on whether he is telling the truth about January 6 prisoners and everything else depends on him freeing American political prisoners. Let's watch this together.
January 6 pardons, President Trump says there's a process. Where is the line drawn on who will and wouldn't be considered for a pardon?
I think it's very simple. Look, if you protested peacefully on January the 6th and you've had Merrick Garland's Department of Justice treat you like a gang member, you should be pardoned. If you committed violence on that day, obviously you shouldn't be pardoned. And there's a little bit of a gray area there, but we're very much committed to seeing the equal administration of law. And there are a lot of people, we think, in the wake of January the 6th who were prosecuted unfairly. We need to rectify that.
The J.D. Vance event where he went on Fox News and started mealy-mouthing and squirming out of the real issue, my inside information is he got his ass handed to him after doing that, because now they understand that Trump's promise to free these people that he repeatedly did over and over again was not a conditional promise. And so my inside information says that Trump is going to pardon everyone completely, and it's the only thing to do, because as you clearly stated, the federal government abused every possible thing in the world to create a false case against these people.
And Trump understands it's all about demonizing him, that he told him to go there and do something they didn't even do. It's an attack on him. It's all the lawfare. Throw the damn thing out.
That's the only solution to this thing. And Christopher Wray needs to be the first person to be charged with
perjury to Congress. He said he knew nothing about agents there, and he put them there.
Yeah. And then later on, he had to back off and say, well, yeah, there were some there, but I can't tell you how many, right? There's criminals, all of these people. And by the way, Alex, this is a litmus test for the Trump administration. The first test is he going to keep his promise on Monday and free these people? And if he doesn't free these people, he will have broken the first, and I believe the most important promise, the litmus test of his next 4 years. So what we're
Gary, I'm glad you said that. By the way, you got to come on the show more, because you always boil it right down to the point. I meant to come on today and say, this is a litmus test of doing the right thing and not being intimidated by the left's done. Everybody hates them. We've turned the tide. Stop paying lip service. Oh, they'll say we let violent people out. They let child molesters and murderers out. The vice president was bailing out people that set federal buildings on fire. Let our people go, damn it. They're political prisoners.
All right. Let me know over in the comments. What do you think? I agree. I think that, look at what Biden's done. He forgave his own criminal son. He's let spies out. He's let people with inappropriate images of children go, murderers off, people involved in 9/11. I mean, he has no room to say that the J6 people, grandmas that were ushered into the building, shouldn't have their case just absolutely removed. Now, it was interesting that that gentleman said that J.D. Vance actually got his butt chewed out for what he said in that Fox News interview, because I believe on Monday, Donald Trump is going to pardon all of those people. I don't think Pam Bondi's going to be able to get in his way. I don't think J.D. Vance is going to be able to get in his way. I don't think the new person leading the White House is going to be able to deter Donald Trump from freeing those political prisoners. But let me know over in the comments what you think. Now, it's crazy to say this, but this is the last weekend Joe Biden will be president of the United States. On Monday, President Donald J. Trump will be sworn in, but many people will likely not attend in person as weather conditions in Washington, D.C. have worsened. Temperatures in Washington, D.C. are now dropping, which means the inauguration for Trump will not be happening outside. As of now, President Trump and VP J.D. Vance are expected to be sworn in inside the Capitol. In a post on Truth Social, Trump explained further, stating, "It is my obligation to protect the people of our country, but before we even begin, we have to think of the inauguration itself. the weather forecast for Washington, D.C., with the wind chill factor, could take temperatures into severe record lows. There is an Arctic blast sweeping the country. I don't want to see people hurt or injured. Therefore, I have ordered the inauguration address, in addition to prayers and other speeches, to be delivered in the United States Capitol Rotunda, as was used by Ronald Reagan in 1985. Now, Trump went on to say it's dangerous conditions for the tens of thousands of law enforcement, first responder, police canine, and even horses, and hundreds of thousands of supporters that will be outside for many hours on the 20th. Please dress warm. Now, since Trump's inauguration will be happening inside, fewer people will be able to attend in person. However, those who can't attend can watch the event online, as it will be live streamed. And I will be doing all that I can on that day to bring you incredible information about the 47th president. Now, while some may be a bit disappointed, I'd rather see this held inside for Trump's safety and also MAGA supporters. We do not want anything to happen to anybody, including the president and the first lady. By the way, thank you guys so much for liking and sharing these videos. It really helps me out, so thank you guys so much. Now listen to this bull crap. Speaking of Trump's inauguration, former President Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and even George W. Bush, a Republican, have reported that they will not be attending President Trump's inauguration lunch. With that said, all three will be present at the swearing-in ceremony. Now, the former ladies, it's up in the air whether Laura Bush, Hillary Clinton, or Michelle Obama will be present. But as of right now, we're being told that Michelle Obama is refusing to have anything to do with President Trump. So I guess that's why she missed Jimmy Carter's funeral. Now, for those unaware of the difference, the swearing-in ceremony is a public formal event where the president and the vice president take their oath of office, marking the start of the new administration. The inaugural luncheon is a smaller private gathering hosted by Congress afterward, featuring a celebratory meal and a speech. By the way, President Trump will be sworn in on his family Bible that was given to him by his own mother. Now, honestly, it's a bit sad that our country is still so divided. So many of Biden's lies have been shown to the public, but maybe Democrats don't watch my show, so they're still in the dark and think that he is an evil man, when in reality, he's just a flawed man doing his best for a country he loves, and I, for one, plan to support him and our country. Now, by the way, did you see this? This is kind of a big deal. President Trump is calling for the FBI to be investigated for corruption and has issued a public warning that they should retain all records as they will be investigated. Here's what it had to say. We demand that the FBI preserve and retain all records, documents, and information on the now closing DEI office. Never should have been opened, and if it was, should have been closed long ago. Why is it that they're closing one day before the inauguration of a new administration? The reason is corruption. So what do you guys think about that? Now, I also read this morning that many members of the Republican Party are calling for the FBI, the CIA, and the DOJ to be investigated, specifically any employee that actively worked to block U.S. Congress from getting information about Joe Biden and the crimes that his family committed. So they believe that there were people that were dodging FOIA requests, subpoenas, hiding information, deleting information, and now they want to go after those people. And I couldn't be happier. But let me know in the comments, do you think that's a good idea? I do. Now, let me tell you about a game changer in my health routine, Live Good. Like many of you, I've tried to stay consistent with supplements. But why do most companies charge crazy prices for something that should be available because it is beneficial to our health? Now, I want to put this up on the screen while I tell you about them. This is why I turn to Live Good. Their products are premium, science-backed, and very affordable. You'll be shocked at how affordable they are. I've been using their organic super greens, multivitamin, and even this awesome Super Reds drink for my heart health and my nervous system. And I chose them to boost my energy and overall wellness. Since I've started, I've noticed better focus, more energy throughout the day. It's been a game changer. Live Good is disrupting the supplement industry. They've cut out the middleman so that they can bring you higher quality products for a lower price. I'm talking about protein powders, detox supplements, collagen, skincare, vitamins, oils, CBD, everything you need at a very affordable price. It's no wonder they're one of the fastest growing supplement brands on the planet with over 1.5 million happy customers. You guys ready to try them? Go to livegood.com/Gardner for 10% off your first order. Take the first step to better health today using Live Good. I highly recommend them. Go check them out today. All right, now let me tell you guys, this TikTok situation might be resolving itself. The U.S. Supreme Court announced that they plan to uphold the ban of the TikTok app, citing the fact that it has a Chinese parent company, ByteDance. The unanimous decision dismissed free speech concerns in America, focusing instead on the fact that it was a social media platform that competes with YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and so on. TikTok will be banned on Sunday unless something happens. And I believe something's happened. At least there's been an announcement that something has happened. So let me tell you about that. Now, there is no doubt that over 170 million Americans use TikTok. They like it for entertainment, selling stuff, educating people, and many politicians even use it. However, the law under President Biden said that they must sell within 270 days. That happens to be tomorrow, Sunday. Now, President Trump announced this morning that he will be granting TikTok a 90-day extension to either be sold or further researched to ensure that it is not a Chinese communist spy tool being used against the American people to gather personal data. Now, the two governments, as well as knowledgeable business leaders, will work hand in hand to see whether TikTok should remain in the United States of America. Now, as time ticks down for President Biden to issue his final pardons, there will soon be one person that surprisingly didn't get special treatment, and that's James Biden, the president's brother. House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer has asked for Donald Trump's new Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to investigate and prosecute James Biden. In a letter sent to Pam Bondi, it stated, to date, Attorney General Garland has ignored the committee's referral, as the referral demonstrates Hunter Biden and James Biden made provably false statements to the Oversight Committee and the Judiciary Committee about key aspects of the impeachment inquiry in what appears to be a conscious effort to hinder the investigation focused on President Biden. Now, this is one of the reasons Republicans weren't able to impeach President Joe Biden. It's because James Biden and other people within the FBI, DOJ, were actively blocking Republicans from getting information. Now, isn't that interesting that they move at the speed of internet when it comes to prosecuting Donald Trump, but when it comes to going after one of their own, they slow walked this thing as slow as they could. Now, on top of that, some are saying maybe Pam Bondi should investigate Attorney General Merrick Garland. After all, he also purposely slow walked this, covered for Hunter and James Biden, and violated Section 18 USC 1001, and that should be investigated. Now, in my opinion, we may see the morning of the inauguration or even tomorrow just a boatload of further pardons, especially now that James Comer has called for James Biden to be publicly investigated. They basically just put a target on his back, which means that Biden might put a protective shield around him through presidential immunity. But let me know what you guys think about Biden, about Trump forgiving the J6 people, about TikTok, about why we didn't impeach Joe Biden. I want to hear from you guys on all of it. Hey, thank you so much. I love you. Stay amazing. And I will see you on the next video.